Welcome to the FUTSAL at Jam Adventure Sessions. Please visit our YouTube channel, FUTSAL Jam, that's FUTSAL JAM, FUTSAL Jam, for further instruction and training videos from HQ. You can also catch up how the other recruits are getting on. Are you ready? Let's begin. Day 2 of 5. Stand in the middle of your front room and create some space around you. You have been ferried to an airfield and are standing with the other recruits, waiting to be transported to your expedition. The wind is getting stronger and the rain is coming down. You look around and you can just see the other recruits to the soup of mist and rain being thrown into your face. The wind is getting stronger and the rain is getting harder. Cover your face from the elements. Your backpack now is beginning to feel heavy, very heavy, and you'd wished you'd only brought one packet of Cocoa Pops and not the 10. And maybe the bowl set wasn't a great idea either. But your mum always said to you, you could never be too careful. You can hear a sound in the distance. It's starting to get closer. Sounds like rotor blades. Pull up your hood and cover your ears from the ear-splitting sound. A camo green helicopter lands 20 feet away from you, and you can just see someone sliding open your door and beckoning you in. Crouching, run on the spot to reach the helicopter. Climb into the helicopter and take off your backpack. Take a seat where you're sitting and put on your seatbelt. Take a deep breath and get ready for takeoff. You've not been in a helicopter before and not sure what to expect. The co-pilot turns, raises her thumb and shouts, "Take off in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The noise intensifies. It is shaking and you begin to rise. And as you start getting higher and higher, the lights below become more distant and look like fireflies with all the shaking. You can now feel the pressure building in your ears. Do a big gulp to equalize the pressure from your ears. One of the passengers takes off the radiocom helmet to reveal the man in the bunker. He starts to speak. You have to listen very carefully because it's still very noisy. Maybe the Paw Patrol pants are a good idea, especially if the weather gets worse. I hope you have your new identifications memorised, just like Captain Poopy Pants here. Your expedition is of world importance, so So it is imperative you complete our task. There are people who want to use this information for their own gain. I will say this only once. Scientists have created a plant that releases toxins that turn parents into blithering idiots. I know what you're thinking. No change there then. But think about it. Who's going to take you to school? You look around the helicopter and all the recruits have a smile on their face. Okay, bad example. Who's going to pay for the internet? How are you going to fill the cupboards with food? Exactly. So you are tasked to get the formula and find the sanus plant, the only known antidote. We have a double agent on the inside who has given us the location to find it. The weather is getting worse outside and you've been travelling for over 3 hours.
Hey, Agent.
Still wearing his shades, the man steps in from the cockpit. I've just had a message from the pilot. He tells me that the weather's getting worse and worse. He doesn't think he can go on any further. He thinks we've got to turn around. So you need to get out here. We'll fly as low as we can, and you need to climb down the rope to the ground. Follow the mountain ridge east to reach base camp. You have 20 seconds to get out. Good luck. Right, first recruit, wet farty pants. Go! You put on your backpack. You take hold of the rope and lower yourself on the spot for 20 seconds, raising your arms and legs in a climbing motion. Your arms are tiring, so you jump to the ground and scramble out the way. The rest of the recruits follow behind, one by one. You all crouch and move to the safety by the sound of the crunching underfoot. It sounds like you're on snow. It's cold. It's very cold. Walk on the spot against the wind. One of the recruits in front of you stops. He motions to the group. There is a ravine ahead of you, which has a rope bridge running across it. Some of the runs are missing. Look around you and find 3 objects that you can use to build the bridge. You must use these objects to cross from one end of the room to the other. It's a really old, creaky bridge, and it is swinging in the wind. It gets bouncy every time someone steps on it, and it making you feel very, very nervous. you see lights on the other side of the bridge at the end of the mountain pass, and you know that you're getting close. But you need to be extra careful, as this bridge seems to be deteriorating with every step. You make it over, one by one. One of the recruits, though, is not feeling great and is feeling very faint. They stumble and fall to the ground. You notice they have a nosebleed. Thankfully, you know what to do, and you kneel beside them. You tell them to sit up and bend their knees up and bend forward, holding the soft part of their nose. They do this because they don't really want to be swallowing sour worm snot for dinner. After 5 minutes, they declare they are fine. But as they get up, they look like a baby giraffe on ice. They fall, hit their head, and are not moving. This is where your basic life support training comes into action. Phew, you were actually listening to that part anyway. I wasn't thinking about dinner at that time. You put your recruit into a recovery position. You are now having to support your fellow recruit whilst you send the rest of the party ahead and ask them to send for help. Stay crouched, protecting the recruit until they arrive. Excellent, recruits. You must go to the YouTube channel. You must watch and take in the information on the BLS, the basic life support training sessions, and complete the task. You must put someone into a recovery position.